Hi everyone. So today I want to share all my resources which I used while I was a beginner. Okay? And this video is going to be a bit special for me because it's a kind of recall that all memories for learning this language. I was totally crazy. I was totally into this language. So I was using countless of resources to learn this language, and today I'm going to share all the resources with you. And of course these all resources are free of cost. Yes, I always mention you that for learning English, to become fluent in English, you don't need to pay even a single rupee. Yes, but you need one thing. Yes, you need one thing, that is motivation. No, not at all. It's not motivation, because motivation is temporary. Okay, so you need to get inspire yourself. Yes, you have to consider that you will become a fluent speaker. Okay, don't think that I want to become fluent and I want to speak fluently. No, think that you will become a fluent speaker and you are working on it. Very soon you will become fluent and you will not get any problem to speak English flawlessly. Well, today I am going to share all the resources that I used. So, I consider that there are 5 steps to learn any language. First one is that is listening. Second one is writing. Third one is that is speaking. And fourth one is reading. And five, that is most important to learn any language, that is vocabulary. Yes. So the first step is listening. Okay. So I'm a kind of a spiritual person. My tendency is towards spirituality. That's why I used to consume content. It was related to spirituality. Okay. So first one was Buddhism. Yeah. So this is the channel where like a bit related to religion, but it's all about motivation. It's all about self growth, self discipline, and the way he talk. I love that accent and the way he talk. It's like calmly and slowly. So that's why I started watching this channel. Okay. Second channel, that is Gaur Gopal Das. Yes, this channel is also related to all about self growth, discipline, and how to get control, how to control our life. So this both channel is all about related to our life. Okay. And now these days what I am consuming, that is the channel of Sandeep Maheshwari Spirituality. So you might be thinking like he is making content in Hindi, but there is a Bhagavad Gita. You can see it is in English. I started listening this Bhagavad Gita recording because I like somehow I am getting knowledge from the Bhagavad Gita without reading it. Along with I'm practicing, and the way he express the person, it's not Sandeep Maheshwari, like another person, he a voice is there. So the way he speak, it's very neat and clean, so I love to listen. That's why I started watching this channel. Like I do watch these days this channel. But if I will talk about English channel, then I used to listen to channels. It's related to learning English, that is Spoke English and English Fluency Journey. Okay, so these are the two channels that is related to English, how you can learn English, what are the strategy that you need to follow. So these all are the things I used to get these channels. Spoke English and English Fluency Journey, this is the channel where you will get practical way of practicing, because she is posting some kind of video where you can imitate her. So that was quite unique and something that I didn't get anywhere, but she is doing that thing. So I found it very helpful and I was actually following that. So for that I used to follow her. Okay. So these were the channel I used to watch. Even there were more channels that I used to watch. And if I will talk about podcast, then I used to listen podcast on Spotify. So you can see few of the channels that I saved on my library. That is Simple Spoken English, and second one is All Years English Podcast. It's foreigner. And third one is, you might be very familiar with her, that is Learn Life Skill with Elena Reyes. Okay, so she is one of greatest English teacher, I could say, in India especially. So I love her. I am highly inspired from her. And yes, these all are the podcasts while I was a beginner, so I used to listen them. Okay, now the second step, that is writing. Okay, so for practicing writing, I used to do one very simple method, that is writing diary. Yes, like I started writing diary just for sake of learning English. Okay, second thing that is very beneficial that I personally found, that is picture narration. You can see on the screen, you know, on picture narration you need to use your critical thinking. So while you will start to narrate that picture, you have to think, you have to use that particular vocabulary for expressing your thoughts. So that is why I love this, I love this picture narration, so that you don't need to look for any topic. You don't need to be worried what to write, what not to write. So I could easily just get the picture and I started writing. So you can follow this thing. I personally believe that this is something that helped me to boost my writing skill. Yes. Now the third step, that is speaking. This is one of the most crucial that we have to follow, but we always follow it in the end. So while I was practicing, I used to learn first, then I used to do this speaking practice. Okay, so for speaking practice, first, while I was a beginner, I used self talk, like recording my voice, recording my video. So these are the two steps. Even sometimes talking in front of mirror, and sometimes randomly, just talking to myself, what I did bad thing. So these all are the things that I used to follow while I was a beginner. But later on, I started using some of the online platforms that were, first one was Ingvarta, and second one was Talk Buddy Talk, and third one was, it was is Fluency. Okay, you can see on the screen. But these were the channel, like I could get easily partner there. But the thing is, as I'm living in a village, so the network condition is hell always. So that is why I was not using these are the application. I just used for maybe just 1 week and 2 weeks, then I just uninstalled these all application just because of network issue. Then I enrolled myself on WhatsApp group. Yes, there are a lot of WhatsApp group that is on WhatsApp, but we are not aware of that. But that WhatsApp group was like a medicine for me, because it's very easily, we can easily get partner on the WhatsApp group, because that was the group, there were more than 300 members. So it was so easy for me. Whenever I get free time, I just put if somebody is free, then call me. This was the way that I could easily get partner on the WhatsApp. Okay, so I will highly recommend you that if you have this group, then take 100% benefit of from that group. But if you don't have, then try to enroll yourself on the group. I have one WhatsApp group, but the thing is, there are, all the learner are reached in intermediate level. So if you are totally beginner, then you might be not feel comfortable there. But if you are in intermediate level, so you can message me on my Insta. I will respond you. And if you would like to join, if you are a serious learner, then I will join you there. Okay, so that is a on WhatsApp group, you will get study material as well for reading practice, even for writing practice. You will get, these are the pictures. So these were the pictures that I mentioned you, I used to get on the groups. Okay, so this group was literally like a medicine for me. Okay, well, this was all for speaking. I can't forget one more there word thing. English speaking practice. This is the application you can see. So there were variety of conversation, like you can see, that is basic conversation, business conversation, and there are like countless of conversation. So I used to do, you can see, you can record there, you can choose your own character and you can just record your voice, and then later on you can listen how where the pronunciation you made mistake. Okay, so this application I used, and I personally, I want to just say you, this was literally very beneficial for pronunciation. Yes, because there you are getting native speakers' voice, how they are pronouncing the sentences. And similarly, you will try to copy them, you will try to imitate them. So this was the way that helped me to improve my pronunciation. Okay, so this was all for speaking. Now coming to next step, that is reading. Yes. So for reading, at first I started using this application. You can see on the screen, this is English short stories. This was the book, like there I could get a very simple and short stories. So if you are a beginner, then you will get benefit from that stories. Later I realized that my screen time is increasing. So I thought, let's buy books. So the first book that I thought to buy, that was As a Man Thinketh. The author is James Allen. So you can see the books. So this was the book I thought, let's buy it. But when I go on Miso, I got combo price. Yes, I got combo price of this book as well, Think and Grow Rich. So the author is Napoleon Hill, as you know that. So this is the book, like these were combo price and very cheap. So I thought, let's buy it. So this book is basically related to thoughts, the power of thoughts, and how thoughts affect us in our mental health, in our physical health. So this is all about the power of thought. Okay, so this book is good, but when I was totally beginner, so at that time I started to read this book. That's why I didn't able to understand it properly. So I thought I have to repeat this book. Okay, and recently I bought two more books. So actually I wanted to buy just one book, but I got combo price again. That's why I bought two books. So first one that I wanted to buy, that was the power of subconscious mind. So I got free, that was the Atomic Habit. Okay, so I started reading this Atomic Habit, and this book is literally touched my heart. So like this book is very qualitative, I could say. I'm learning something every day from this book. I will highly suggest you to read these books. So these are the books that I bought, and yes, I am reading and I'm enjoying these books. But as I promised you that you don't need to spend money, so for that I have one application, Google Play Books, where you will get ebook free. When I was a beginner, I was not aware of this application, and that is why I bought books. Even in my mind, I was also that I don't need to spend money for learning this language. But as I got aware of this application, so I am suggesting you that you can use this application and search any kind of book, Atomic Habit and the power of subconscious mind. Just search it and you will get free ebook. I will provide you the link on my description box. Okay, so one thing I will say, that you will not get all the chapters of books. You will just get sample paper. That means just one chapter of a book. Okay, so I think it's okay. Like if you are in your beginner level, then read all the sample papers of different kinds of books, right? You can read different books, just one chapter, yeah, but different books, because free we can't get all the benefits, right? So that is why you can use this application and you can read multiple books, sample paper here. Okay, and this way you can also build your vocab power. Yes, so for vocabulary I will say read books, and by reading books you can collect vocabulary. Second thing you can do, that is while you listen to somebody, at that time if you will get any kind of unfamiliar words, then you can just write it down. Okay, and one thing that you have to remember, that is you need to put effort to follow these all 5 steps. Yes, you need to put effort, because initially when you will start to follow these 5 steps, you will feel so pain, you will feel so uncomfortable, you will feel, because I felt that when initially I started to follow, to use these all resources, I was like, why I have to do this much stuff, why? I was like at that zone. But later on, after just 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, you will start enjoying. Yes, after 2 to 3 months, you will definitely start enjoying the process, using that all resources. You will start enjoying. Yes, even one thing what happened to me, if I'm so tired, if I'm like hell, no energy, but at that time, if somebody called me and asked me for practicing, I will be full of beans. I will be full of energy at that time. Yes, I don't know how this happened, but it happens, sometimes even if I'm feeling sick and less energetic, then I start making phone calls to somebody with whom I could practice and use this language. And after that conversation, you can't believe that I feel so energetic, I feel so motivated even. Yeah, I don't know, this happens with me. So this is the, you can see, so this is the thing that you will start enjoying later on. So you have to accept this is the fact. You might be not aware of this because you are, as you just started your journey to learn this language. So this is not something that you will get overnight. No, you can't. It is a kind of lengthy process for 6 months or for 1 year. It's totally up to you how much effort you are putting. If you are giving 4 to 5 hours in a single day, then you can get fluency within 6 months. Yes, it's pretty sure. But if you are not putting, if you are giving just 1 to 2 hours in a single day, then it will take 1 year to become fluent in English. Yes. And one thing that I want to point out, it is a bit concerning point, that as we are using these all free resources, so we are totally dependent on our smartphone, on screen. So this way our screen time is increasing, right? So even I realized that my screen time is increasing, and I was getting a kind of headache. I didn't get any kind of eyes problem, but these days I got a very dangerous headache. Yes, I just yesterday got that headache, and I was like, I was I put myself away from everything. Even if I was reading, the headache was started. So it was like one side headache. I don't know how it has started, but it is happening with me these days, once in a month, I could say. So that is why I thought screen time, it is just because of screen time, it has increased these days. So I will suggest you, for that you need to use your reading mode. Okay, on your screen you will see on your mobile there are reading modes. If you are using your mobile, always do that reading mode. Okay, especially whenever you are doing this kind of reading and all this stuff. Okay, so this was all for this video, that I just said all the resources which I used. So if you want to use these all resources, you can also use them. It's totally up to you. I will not suggest you and force you that use these all resources. No, which resources you found comfortable to use and enjoyable, then you can go for them, otherwise you don't. Well, this was all, and I will catch you in next video with new information. Till then, you have to take care yourself, and don't forget that you need to sort your all negative thoughts and live your life like you are the king of your life. Okay? Bye bye.